Hello, and thank you for tuning in. Rose Ward, StampersDelight.com. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, and come stamp with me. As you can see, it's Stamp-A-Claus time. And we're going to get started. So if you like that mug, you can go to StampersDelightShop.com, where you can find the mug and the matching sweatshirt and other stamping apparel. A couple of reminders. It's the end of November, so get your orders in so that you can get that free downloadable PDF with 40 card samples using the in colors. Also for the month of December, I have my Simply Sparkling Fun Fold online class. All the links are below, so you're going to want to check it out. And just real quick, there's the Stamp-A-Claus sweatshirt. You can also get t-shirts if you live in the warm weather. So let's get started. So it is One Sheet Wonder Wednesday. I am going to be using the Ice Cream Swirl. I'm also going to be using the Designer Series paper and gems from the Hot Air Balloon Suite, which is going to be in the new catalog. So I'm going to be using the Designer Series paper and the gems, and I may use some of that baker's twine that goes with that. We'll see. So let me put that over there and let's get started. So the first thing I need is my Designer Series paper, and I am going to use this one. I have other samples to show you when we're done, but I'm going to grab this paper right here. It's 6 by 6, and we are going to make 8 cards with that. All the links are below, and still shots will be on my blog, StampersDelight.com. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut this at 3 inches. And then I'm going to cut this one at 3 inches. So it's 3 by 3. Then I have this piece here, and I am going to cut 1 inch. And 1 inch again. So I'll have 3 of those. Now I'm going to take this piece, and it's already 3 inches. I am going to do this at 2.5. And I'm going to do this one at 1.5. And then what I have left is 2 inches, so I'm going to do another one at 1 inch. So what I have is 5 1-inch by 3-inch strips, the 1.5 by 3, the 2.5 by 3, or 3 by 2.5, whichever way you say it, and the 3 by 3. The next thing I need is 8 card bases. So I am going to bring in, I have my paper trimmer, which I love this paper trimmer, plus I can cut 2 sheets at one time. And 2 more. And I'm doing that at 4 1/4. Okay, there's my card bases. So let's go ahead and score these at 4 1/4. Whoop, 5.5. Forgot I was going the other way. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving and a happy holiday season to you all. During the holiday season, I may not be on as much, but you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Facebook so you know when I go live or upload a new video. Go ahead and score all of these. Got 2 more to go. Okay, we're going to need that again, but let's just go ahead and fold these in. Let's see, is my bone folder here? Yes, it is. Don't forget to leave me comments, ask me questions. I do read all my comments, and if you have questions, I will get back to you. And also, don't forget to sign up for my free newsletter, because you also get a free monthly tutorial there. We're just going to make sure these are scored properly. I love this ice cream swirl bundle. If you are a current customer of mine and you have placed an order in the last 3 months, you will get the January mini catalog when it comes out, mailed to you free of charge, as long as you've placed an order. If you don't have a demonstrator and you need a catalog, just contact me. You'll also get the celebration catalog. Okay, so I have all those. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to bring in, I've already done these. These are 4 by 5 1/4, and I just thought this looked like a waffle cone. This is from our basic 3D embossing folder in the catalog. So this isn't anything new. So this should really be called something old and something new, because we're going to be using a few old items and the new ones. So I'm going to go ahead and layer those all on here. I'm using the lemon lolly. Reminds me of like sherbet. Couple more. Let me know if you like the Wednesday one sheet wonder. I do try to do one each Wednesday. Sometimes I don't. But it's a great way to make a few cards with one sheet of designer series paper. Okay, my card bases are all done. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in all these strips. Now you can measure these. Let me bring in a piece of lemon lolly here. I have a lot of leftover pieces from other projects. So what I do is I actually just layer them right on the paper like this. I don't measure it. You can if you'd like, because you have the measurements of the strips. But I'm just going to go ahead and do it this way. It's just the way I do it. I mean, it's a little strip. Some of it's going to be covered up, so you're not really going to see it all. And I want to use up this paper. I think I can get the other one on here. And I just trim it as I need it. But again, if you want to measure it, okay, you would just take 1/8 of an inch larger than what it is. I cheat a lot. So I am going to go right up here. There's the 3 inches. So I'm just going to bring it in about 1/8 of an inch. And then I'm going to turn it. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to eyeball it. Trust me, if I had to be perfect with stamping, I wouldn't be doing it. And then I'm just going to go through here, trim these. I'm going to trim them up better, but I'm just going to cut them apart first. All right, let's trim them up. This one I need to move down a little bit. Let's see if I can still do that. Oh yeah, just pull it up gently. Even though Stamp and Seal is very sticky, you can move it. So I am going to move that so I have a little more yellow on each side. There we go. And then I'll just trim it up to how I want it. You can use your paper trimmer to do that, or your scissors. I think I'll keep those like that. This one's a little large, so let's take a little off this one. And I will leave that one, and this one I'll trim up a little bit. That one didn't even look a little, I'm gonna make it a little straighter. All right. This one looks fine. Now this is too small for what I want to do, so I am going to grab another piece leftover piece that I had, and I am going to glue that down on my lemon lolly, just like that. And this one should fit. Let me cut it first, it might not. If you like to have your edges perfect, then I suggest measuring them. If you've watched me before, you know I hate measuring anything. Okay, so this is going to be a little too small for what I want. So let's bring in another piece that I have left over. Okay, this one. I'm going to be using up those other little pieces too. Anybody else out there hate measuring anything? I'm going to use all those strips up too that I'm cutting off. Okay, there I have my bases. Now what I'm going to do, or my designer series paper, I'm going to bring these in, and I am going to just layer them where I want. So this one, I'm going to layer right here, just so you see a little bit of white. This one, I'm going to do at an angle, more like that. And I love this paper because it doesn't matter which way you go. It's just a bunch of dots or sprinkles. I'm going to bring these in, and I'm going to do the same thing. This one's a little wider. And then I've got these 5 strips. You can see it's not taking me any time at all to do this. And that's what I like about it. These are great. One Sheet Wonder is great, especially if you do a lot of Christmas cards like I do. And the reason I'm not too worried about, you know, if this is not exact is because I'm going to be covering some of that up. I want some of that yellow to be shown. Okay. Now what I need is some ice cream cones. And you can see I've done some here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need 2 more of those. So what I'm going to do first is I am going to bring in my ice cream cone. I am going to bring in my early espresso. Just grabbing what I need here. This is photopolymer, so I'm going to take the ice cream cone. I'm going to ink that up in my early espresso. I'm going to go right to the top here. Close that up. I'm going to bring in this die right here. So this die cuts like a little tag, and you can do this together. I prefer to do it separate so I get it right. You can also run it through your machine together. So let me show you what that looks like. When you do it together, you have a tag, and you can make yourself a little tag for a gift. So this is a pretty cool thing. I'm going to use those separately. So I'm going to bring in my die cutting machine. And I am going to do it this way. So I'm going to turn this I'm going to tuck that under here. And I should have Post-it notes. I think I took them off my table. Of course I did. So I'm just going to cut that ice cream cone here. I always go back just because it's easier for me. Pull it out of the machine. So there I have a half an ice cream cone. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Now you can stamp them this way and cut the die out that way. Just different ways. It's whichever way you want to do it. I feel I have more control when I do it this way, but it's a great die to cut two at one time. So as demonstrators, we get to pre-order these items on December 5th. So if you'd like to join my team and you do that before December 5th or on December 5th, you can actually order these new items. Okay, now I have this die and I'm going to put this right in the center. And I'm going to roll that through. And that's going to give me my little cuts in there like a real waffle cone. Let me show you the difference. So if you can see this, oh yeah, you can see it. And then this is, and you can use it fine without that, but you can see the difference. I think I gotta come this way. But I like that little waffle cone look, so I'm gonna do that one. Now I have 8 of these, and that's what I need. I'm gonna leave those there. I'm gonna just set this aside for a real quick second. Put this back. And now I'm gonna bring in my ice cream cones. So let me show you the other dies. You get the donut. This is a candle. The cherries, which I've already done, a strawberry. This would be for sprinkles. And this piece we just went through. So I want both of these. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut out a white one. I'm not stamping anything. I'm just going to get that vanilla cone or ice cream scoop there. So let's bring that in and cut one of those ice creams out. For some reason, I keep getting a little dark on there. I think I need to change my plate. It'll still work. We'll fix it. Okay. And then what I'm going to need is this piece. And again, you can cut these out together. I'm going to use the swirly part. And I'm going to bring in some of our glimmer paper. This is Petal Pink, and you can order this now. So the embossing folder you can order now. The cardstock, you can order this glitter paper. Now I'm going to put this over here. And what I'm going to do is I am going to pop that out. Take your pick tool and just grab that. And you can save these pieces and you can make a striped cone. All right, so let me bring in the ones I've already done. And 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I need 6. I think I need a couple more. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7. Okay, I need one more. So let's grab another piece of cardstock. I'll do that to the side. And let me grab a white one. Should have 8 now. And let's put our cones together. So the first one I'm going to do, I'm going to put right here. Now it is a large cone, so you do want to go towards the bottom of the paper. And you can see this is why I didn't really mind if part of that wasn't showing. So I am going to go ahead and layer these first where I want them. So this one I'm going to layer right here straight. I'm going to bring in my dimensionals, of course. And I am going to add some dimensionals. And did I do that on the wrong side? Yes, I did. Okay. I get talking and forget it. Let me just take these off. I'm not worried about it. It's going to be covered up. Let's take those off for a minute. Make sure your ice cream cone is going the way it's supposed to. Like that. The little swirly goes that way. So let's do that again. And we're going to add that right here. I'm going to bring in another one. This one, it's got some brown on it, but you'll see what I'm going to do with that in a minute. So I am adding this one right here. Make sure the swirl is going the right way. Next one. I'm only putting 3 dimensionals on it, and it will hold it. You can layer these and put the glitter paper on it before you put it on your cone if you want. I tend to do it this way because I lose things, as you well know, on my table. Matter of fact, let's just put these on there now. You can see I'm just using one swipe of my stamp and seal. Now these two, I'm going to do a little bit different. This one, instead of to the side, it's going to go right in the center. This one will still go to the side, but I'm going to do it a little like this. Okay, bringing in my swirls again. Making sure it's going the right way. Again, I got some brown on that swirl, but you're not going to see it when I'm done. So what I'm going to do is that one's got a little brown on it, so I'm going to leave that one over there and grab those other ones that have a little brown on them. And you'll see why in a minute. You really want to make sure your plates are clean. For some reason, that brown just comes right through. We're going to add that right there. This one's going to go right here. You could actually put it like that, like it's a melted cone, but I don't want to do a melted cone. And I've got 2 more. So this bundle will be available January, and also celebration time is in January. Something to look forward to after the holidays. Okay, now I got those done. Okay, so I've already done this piece, and this is going to go on top of the ice cream cone, but I'm going to show you, I did a bunch of them. I probably have to do one more. So I have purple. Again, this is the glitter paper. This one kind of, I'm going to save those pieces. This one kind of fell apart, but I can still use it. Let's grab all those little pieces out of there. Please share my videos. This is what keeps me going. By you watching and sharing, it really does help. And I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, I've got all these little pieces. Let me grab them. I'm not going to use all of them, but I'm going to use some of them. Let's put these. Now, you can also use the adhesive sheets. That would work too, but since I wasn't sure what I was going to do with them, I didn't use them. So this is going to layer right in here. I'm going to get my Tombow, or liquid glue. Make sure this is coming out. There we go. And I'm going to add some liquid glue here. I'm going to lay that down. And I'm going to put that aside. And I'm going to do that for all of them. And I'll see how many more I need. So let's do these. Add just a little bit there. It'll be fine. Again, the liquid glue works. The adhesive backing works. Your detailed glue will work. The glitter paper is an online exclusive. If you don't order online, you can always contact me for that. I'm just going to look for one more thing here. I don't have my silicone mat. A lot of times I forget that because this is a silicone mat. It's a large silicone mat that covers my work area, and I got that on Amazon. You just want to be careful that you don't put your card there while you're working on it. Okay, so this one broke at the top, which is not a big deal because there's a cherry going on there. So we're going to go ahead and add that one. Just set it for a second. There we go. I got one more, so I am going to need 2 more of these. Let's add this one here. Oh, I'm going to need 3 more, huh? All right, not a problem. Okay, 2 more. So let's bring in this sheet again, and I'm going to cut 2 more of the petal pink. And I'm just doing that off to the side. You saw me do it the first time. Sometimes it's easier than just bringing that whole thing in. So here's another one. Keep those pieces. And I'll do one more in the petal pink, because that's what I have out. You could leave it white too, and you could do white on white. Ooh, let's do that. Let's see how white on white looks. See, I already changed my mind. Let me see if this piece, let me grab another piece of white. I'm going to do white on white. Haven't tried that yet. And I love trying new things when you're with me. Okay, so here's a white one. Let's just see how the white one comes out. We'll leave that one over there. All right, so we've got this one. You could also pop this up on dimensionals, which is what I'm going to do with the white one, just to see how it comes out. Oh, you know what? want it on this one because that one's got a little brown on it. Now we're going to take the white. Oh, how cute. Yes, I like that. Only this time I'm going to use dimensionals. I just decided that just now. So we are going to take that off. And I'm going to need a mini dimensional here, because that's a smaller spot. And we'll just do white on white. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to bring these back in. This one had a little brown on it, so I'm going to show you how I'm going to fix that one. These I'm going to leave just like this, and this one. Okay, now what I can do is I can fill in here with a little liquid glue and do some stripes. Twist cones. Who doesn't like a twist cone? I love twist cones. So what you do is you just grab some of these pieces and you fill them right back in where you took them out. And this one I think goes right here. So it's like a little puzzle. Look how cute that looks though. Just holding it down for a second. This needs a little bit more glue right there. And again, if you have the adhesive sheets, they work great for this. But I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. Okay, let's find another purple one that goes, let's see, right there. Adding a little more glue. Put it right back in that spot. Takes a little bit of time, but it's really cute. Okay, let's see here. This purple one goes right there. If you love puzzles, you'll love doing this. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my ink pad. I'm going to be very careful because it's brown. I'm just going to set that on top so it dries. I'm going to go in and do the same thing here. Adding more glue so it stays. Finding those pieces again. Let's see, this one goes right there. This is why I don't use liquid glue. I get my fingers all in it. Well, I shouldn't say I don't use it. I'm using it right now. It's just I'm a messy liquid glue person. Okay, and then this one will go right here. So now I have another swirly cone. Okay, let's just put that over there for a second. Let's move these out of the way. I'm not sure if I'm going to be using those or not. I'm going to bring in my other cones. That should be dry. And now I need some sentiments. Again, bringing back in my lemon lolly, and you can do this on white if you want, or I'm going to use the lemon lolly. I'm going to start using some sentiments. And I'm using the Gorgeous Grape because it's a little bit darker. So I'm going to do thanks. Bringing in my paper trimmer. This I do want a little straight. I'm just going to cut that. Let's do 2 of those. You can see I'm just stamping and cutting. If it needs to be trimmed on my card, I will do that when I'm done. Now I'm going to grab Hope Your Day is Sweet. Maybe one right here. I'll do 2 of those. And then cutting those. Cut this one right here. This one I definitely won't trimmed, so I'll go ahead and trim that. All right, let's see what else we have. We have Make-A-Wish. I'm going to take this piece that was left over. Make-A-Wish. Do another one right here. And then I'm going to cut that. I'm going to cut that. And I'm just going to trim this up a little bit because I want it a little bit thinner. You can see I'm not measuring, I'm just cutting to where I think I want it. So I have 2, 4, 6. I need 2 more. Let's grab, what other one do I want? I guess I'll do some more of these, 1 of each. All right, so let's do Hope Your Day is Sweet. I'll do 2 of those. You can use whatever sayings. If you have a happy birthday, it's perfect. And now I have another one right there. All right. Bringing in my cards. I'm going to use Hope Your Day is Sweet right there. Again, I'm using dimensionals, which I have so many dimensionals all over here. These little pesky things, they stick to everything. Where's the strangest place you found one? I think I said this before. The strangest thing I think, well, 2 things. I have outdoor cats, and I found them on those. And then I found one in the laundry. Okay, we're going to do Hope Your Day is Sweet here. It was still stuck on my clothes. Hope Your Day is Sweet. Let's grab this one and do Make-A-Wish. Not sure if I'm going to use that one there. Yep, I like that one there. We'll put that one there. Got another Make-A-Wish. Put that one right there. Bring these in. Oh, there's my postcode for this month. Sweet. And 2 thank yous. Who wouldn't want to get an ice cream cone as a thank you, right? Just going to add that right there. And this one's going to go right here. Well, that one doesn't want to come off. Come on. When it doesn't want to come off, just put another one on there. Don't fight with it. Thanks. Okay, bringing the cards back in, I have some little cherries. I've already done the cherries. Let's bring those in, except for one of them I got here. And for the cherries, I'm using my Real Red Light and Dark. Now, you can do the dark first or the light first. The way I like to do it is I like to take my dark and I like to outline it in the dark. You can do it the other way. I know a lot of people do. And then I like to blend it up that way. Remember, no two cherries are alike, so it doesn't have to be the same. I'm going to bring in my dark pecan pie just for the stem. I'm going to flip them all over. Sorry if you hear my heat. It is winter now. Well, actually, winter hasn't started, but it's cold here in New York. I'm going to add those right here. These will be sticking to my Santa Claus sweatshirt when I'm done. Don't forget we have the other Santa Claus one, the mug and the sweatshirt that says Santa, all I want for Christmas is stamps. I know you can all relate to that. Okay. We're going to add the cherries. Now just remember, you don't want it to go too far because you want it to fit in your envelope. So you can turn them if you want. Oop, that one's a little too high. Such a fun bundle. And it does go with the other bundle, which I buried already. You're going to love the new catalog. So if you need a catalog, contact me. Oh, I had an extra cherry. Oh, that's good. Okay, I'm going to put that cherry there. I'm going to keep this cherry here because I might use it for something else. I'm going to clean that off. Now I'm going to bring my cards back in. I need 8 insides. Okay, and now I'll start with my inside sentiment. Hope your day is sweet. Make a wish. Now I'm going to just play with the strawberries here and just add those. Not coloring them, you can if you want. There's one. Hope your day is sweet. Let's do the same thing. Make a wish because it seems like a birthday card. This one I'm going to do a little bit different. I'm going to just take that little cherry and put it up there. Again, you can color those in if you'd like. It's your card. Do whatever you want. Just don't forget your envelopes. Make a wish. So this one's going to say, hope your day is sweet. So I'm switching that one up. Oh, forgot my little cherry on that one. Now we'll do a strawberry. Be a little different. Hope your day is sweet. Make a wish. Oh, my cherry got stuck on there. I'm going to add him somewhere else. Put that one in there. Now I got all these birthday cards that I can use. Now for the thank yous, or the thanks, you can leave them blank, which is what I usually do, and write my own sentiment. But this stamp set has a great inside. Thanks for everything. And bringing in the cherry. I would use the cherries probably. Oop, that one didn't quite work. So guess what? We're going to make a double cherry. Ta-da! We can always fix mistakes. Or as my friend Winann says, there's no mistakes, only creative differences. All right. Now, bring them all back in again. I am going to bring my Stella. I just want to make sure it's my good one. I have to refill these. And yes, there's a way to refill them where you can get a little bit more out of them. I'll be doing a video on that very soon. It is not something recommended by Stampin' Up, just so you know. That one is one that I have to do. I have a lot of them here that need... There we go. This one. I'm just putting some Stella in there. So hopefully next week I will do that little quick video for you. And you may already know the trick. But if you know the trick, don't say anything. Others don't know, and we want to surprise them. So I'm just adding some Stella. I'm looking for my real good one. This looks like it. Adding some Stella in here. That one doesn't need it. That one doesn't need it because I have those. Ooh, but the white one does. And this is what I wanted to try. So I'm going to add some Stella to this whole thing here. And you can see I'm just swishing it around just to add a little shimmer. To my card. And we'll add a little more in here. All right, we got that extra cherry. Let's use that. Let's give this one 2 cherries because it's different. There we go. And now I'm going to bring in those gems, which I love because let me show you the gatefold card that I did. I posted this the other day, so I did a gatefold card using that designer series paper, and you can see I used all the different dots for sprinkles. But for these, I'm just going to go in and add some gems. I need my other take your pick tool because I got the blade on this side. Let's add one more to this one. There we go. I'm just going down the line here and adding these. You can add them wherever you want or however you want. I'm going to do that one, and I'll just put one right here. This one I think I'll do coral. So these are also new gems that you'll be able to get with that sweet lemon lolly. Let's do that one. Didn't use this one. Let's use that. It just brings out the colors in those little circles or little dots in the designer series paper. And let's use this one again. There you go. There's all my cards. So I have, let me close this up and I'll show you the other ones I have. So here are the 8 cards using that designer series paper, cutting it And here is the paper that I used. And I will take a picture of that too and add that to my blog and to my Facebook page. There's the 6, and then here's the 2. Now let's look at the same cards with different designer series paper. For this one, I used the striped paper, but I did the same thing, and I moved that one up there so you can move your designer series paper wherever you wish. And then I have these 2. I hope you enjoyed today's One Sheet Wonder. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, follow me on YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Facebook, and leave me a comment. I love to hear from each and every one of you. So thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, keep on stamping, Stampers. Bye.